Okay, this is page 90 in your packet. This is adverb clauses. Adverb clauses are different than adjective clauses in that they can start at the beginning of the sentence, they can be in the middle, or they can be at the end. Remember, the adjective clauses, what we were doing yesterday, have to be next to a noun, and so they wouldn't be at the beginning of a sentence. Adverb clauses, such as the ones that begin with the word because, are the most common mistake to make fragmented sentences. So you need to be careful to have in the correct information within your squiggly brackets for what is the dependent clause and what is the independent clause. And again, these are modifier clauses, so they can be taken out, but don't forget to put the M for modifier above it. Okay, so the taxi arrived when it was expected. So the first one, prepositional phrases, we don't see any. So then we look for verbs. We have arrived and was expected. Okay, so we're going to mark both of them. Was expected and arrived. Okay, then we're looking for subordinating conjunctions. And that is the word when. If you don't know your subordinating conjunctions, remember they are on your SAM sheet on the back side at the bottom. We make the squiggly to start our subordinating conjunction, and then we end it after that verb since we need to have a verb in there. Because adverb phrases are going to begin with a subordinating conjunction, this subordinating conjunction will never be the subject of an adverb clause, so you need to find the subject as well within the dependent clause. Okay? Then the independent clause is the taxi arrived. Can I take this out? Yes, then I know that I found the independent clause versus the modifier clause. Okay? Number 2, the girl went swimming because she was hot. Prepositional phrases. There are none in here. Verbs. Went, swimming, was. Okay, and which ones are main verbs? Do you see the special one in here? This one is a gerund. Okay, so we're going to mark that with the carets, and it is actually a direct object. So we'll go ahead and get that to you. Okay, then the other ones are main verbs. Okay, and was. All right, subordinating conjunction. Because. Okay, I'm going to grab my cord because I'm about to lose power. Hang on just a second. Ooh. You get to look around at my ceiling and back down. Okay, and then we're back. Sorry. All right, so subordinating conjunction, and that starts our clause. So hold on just a second. Let me reorient myself here. And then we end it at the end of the sentence. Again, we're going to look for subject, verb, object in the dependent clause. Okay, and then we need a subject of the independent clause. All right. So can I take this out? The girl went swimming. Yes. So this is a modifier. Dependent clause. Number 3, the ambulance sped down the street while we watched. Prepositional phrases. Down the street. Verbs. Watched. Sped. Okay. Let's go ahead and mark those verbs. Let's do the second one in green. Okay. Subordinating conjunction. Word while. And we mark it at the end. Okay. Remember to mark the subject in the dependent clause. Can we take this dependent clause out? The ambulance sped down the street. Yes, we can. So we know it's a modifier. Then complete the independent clause. What sped? Ambulance sped. This just answers where. So we are finished. Number 4, the family left the resort after they had a great vacation. Prepositional phrases. Be careful because adverb clauses begin with subordinating conjunctions, and many of the subordinating conjunctions can be prepositional. But prepositional phrases do not have a subject-verb combination with them. So there are no prepositional phrases, but we do have verbs, had and left. Okay. All right, then subordinating conjunction after. Where are we going to end it? End of the sentence. Okay. Subject, verb, object in the dependent clause. They vacation. Now, what if I covered this side up? After they had a great vacation, is that a complete sentence? The answer is no. That is not a complete sentence. Okay? This subordinate conjunction in the front of it makes it dependent. It's like glue. This thing means it has to be stuck to the independent clause. So let's complete the independent clause. Who left? Family left. Family left what? The resort. Okay? Since this is a modifier, we're going to mark it modifier clause. Okay? And number 5. Although I tried to explain to my dad, he did not believe my story. Prepositional phrases. To my dad. Okay? Verbs. Tried. Did believe. Okay? Let's mark this one in green. And we'll do this one in red. Okay? All right, and then subordinating conjunction is although. And then where do I end it? You can end subordinating conjunctions often at a comma, just like you would with introductory prepositional phrases. Sometimes subordinate conjunctions at the beginning of the sentence end with a comma. In fact, most of the time they should. So if we look at number 8, it's doing that as well. We look at number 14, it's doing that as well. Sorry, you can see my answers from the back side of the page. Okay, so let's finish this one out. Let's mark the rest of this dependent clause. So we have a subject, I tried. Oh, and look, we have a fun one. We have an infinitive. Did anybody catch the infinitive? Okay, and all of that makes the direct object to tried. I tried what? To explain to my dad. Okay, then the independent clause has its own subject, he. And then he did believe what? Story. Okay. All right, so numbers 6 through, let's do 6 through 15 for your homework. And we will grade it on Monday. I don't know about you, but I'm really thankful it's Friday. So let me know if you have any questions or if you need tutoring time on this. Thank you.